Over a decade ago, in 2012, when Jairam Ramesh was being slammed by BJP and even Congress had distanced itself from his controversial remark that India had more temples than toilets, he got support from an unlikely corner. Sulabh International founder Bindeshwar Pathak came forward and called Ramesh's statement factually correct and said it should be treated as an effort to motivate people against open defecation. A pioneer of public toilets in India, Pathak spearheaded a movement against open defecation and ensured access to clean toilets to millions much before the Swachh Bharat mission was even thought of. And he braved a number of odds, including on personal front. In an interview, Pathak once recalled that his father-in-law felt his daughter's life was ruined as he cannot tell anyone what his son-in-law did for a living. Born in a Brahmin family in Rampur Baghel village of Bihar's Vaishali district, Pathak graduated in sociology from Patna University. But the turning point in Pathak's life came when he joined the Bihar Gandhi Centenary Committee as a volunteer. There he was asked to work for restoration of human rights and dignity of untouchables and sent to Betia. Condition of this community moved Pathak, and there was no turning back. Pathak embarked on a mission to liberate the manual scavengers from their inhumane occupation, and the way out was to replace the dry toilets. In 1968, Pathak started the two-pit pole flush toilet technology, named as Sulabh. But there were the usual smirks and suspicion. Pathak's project was yet to take off as there was no taker or funding. But in 1973, a letter by a Bihar MLA to then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi about the scourge of manual scavenging put his dream project on the runway. Gandhi replied and the local government started paying attention to the liberation of scavengers. And a major breakthrough came when an officer at Aram municipality of Bihar gave 500 rupees to Pathak for building 2 toilets for demonstration. Impressed by the toilets, Aram municipality gave permission for the wider implementation, and Pathak went from door to door to convince the people to replace the bucket latrines with new toilets. The project was a success and Pathak repeated the same in Buxar and in Patna. In 1974, Bihar government sent a circular to all the local bodies to take the help of Sulabh for replacing bucket latrines to two-pit pole flush toilets of Sulabh. In the same year, Pathak introduced pay and use of public toilets in Bihar. Though it was a new concept in India, it was well received, and by 1980, 25,000 people were using the Sulabh public toilets in Patna alone. Now there are over 9,000 Sulabh toilets spread across 1,600 towns across the country. In FY 2020, Sulabh reported a turnover of 490 crore rupees.
Bindeshwar Pathak was a man, he was clearly a visionary, and the nation will clearly miss somebody like him. He gave dignity to something which was very basic to most humans. And he gave dignity to the most marginalized people of society by giving them access to clean public conveniences. So to me, it was not about building toilets, but it was about giving dignity to people in urban India to be able to carry out their basic bodily functions in a clean and in a sanitary environment. That is why what he did was absolutely so praiseworthy, and he was a hero. He was a hero of modern India.
However, UNICEF's and WHO's joint monitoring program reports suggest that India's position in sanitization has improved considerably between 2015 and 2022. 41% of the rural population used to defecate in the open in 2015, but in 2022, it was reduced to 17%. Also, the basic sanitization facility situation has got better. The number of rural households with toilets has increased from 51% in 2015 to 75% in 2022. So how far the Sulabh and Swachh Bharat mission brought us?
The mass level work is done. I think what now needs to happen is the micro level work. Because in most states, right, the major areas will already be covered with functional toilets and with people using them, because as you rightly said, 83% are already using toilets. right? The problem is with the 17%. And this 17% will be in pockets. In every state, there will be a few pockets, or in every city, there will be a few pockets. The idea now is that from the mass level, the program must shift to the micro level. And at the micro level, people must identify which are the areas, and in those areas, identify which of these two causes are, are preventing, ODF. Is it the fact that the toilets are not working, or is it the fact that there is a cultural issue? And then it must be tackled at, at that level.
Experts believe that the large-scale penetration of toilets has happened in India except in a few places. Making the existing toilets functioning with proper maintenance and breaking cultural barriers to encourage people to use toilets are the priority now. Pathak's legacy will certainly live on. He was a trailblazer who ensured dignity to millions.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
She's working her way to the corner office. Business Standard.